What's going on, guys? And welcome back to Footy with an Edge. We're back again for the second live show of the day. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself, man. Hopefully, we have some people joining in from other time zones that weren't able to catch the first one. And like I said, this is a live call-in show. I just have a little bit in terms of an agenda that I want to get through, and then we'll open up the lines, right? So let me do this. I'm going to pin the StreamYard link in the chat here. Hope you all are doing well. I see some people are rolling in now, and I'm going to get started with the agenda. So, is January going to be Baleba or bust? I think INEOS have been looking at Baleba for a long time. They've been staring at this deal for as long as I can remember. And United historically, whether INEOS or before INEOS, have loved taking their time to do what they wish to do. And if you guys remember, for Mbumo, we took forever. For Cunha, even though the release clause was done, everybody knew that we were going to go get Cunha. For Šeško, we were in for him for years and then finally pulled the trigger. And for Baleba as well, we went in towards the end of the window. The whole world knows we want Baleba, and this is the guy that we want to go get. So why does Baleba fit Amorim perfectly? He's press resistant. He's a high mobility midfielder. He solves the legs issue that we have with Casemiro and Bruno. He can also win his duels. He allows Bruno to do some load management long term. He's also the right age profile for a rebuild, only 21, turning 22. Brighton want a summer bidding war when the World Cup is going on, because I think Cameroon are not in the World Cup, if I'm right. And the central midfield market likely explodes post international tournaments, right? Even though it has no meaning what you do in international tournaments. But Brighton also don't have a financial pressure to sell. They've done very well with the transfers they've executed, thanks to the likes of Chelsea, I guess. So the short list tells us a story, right? The midfielders that we've always been linked to are Baleba, Wharton, Anderson, Joao Gomez. They're all athletic, let's say, defensive-minded, passing/dribbling midfielders, right? None of them are necessarily Bruno replacements, and none of them are exact Casemiro replacements either. So it's hard to understand exactly why we've let the whole world know that we want to go for these three midfielders, and we're letting a full year of football play out in front of us before we do anything. Now, good for us, or lucky for us, Baleba has kind of shit the bed this season for Brighton. So maybe there's a chance that we can go get this guy and make something happen. So I think no value in the market is BS. I did a 5 p.m. video today. Go check that out. It was only half an hour long, where I scouted 8 different midfielders that we could go get. Now, 2 of those are probably unlikely, but the 2 that are unlikely are also the ones that I was most excited about, because those are high-quality midfielders that could make a big difference to us. So the real question is Baleba the right target? And is he somebody that we will actually make a push for in January? I don't see Brighton selling unless we're willing to pay stupid money, and paying stupid money for Baleba now just makes us look bad in front of our own fans. So I don't know if this is going to happen, but I also see a world in which Brighton is a bit reasonable about his price is the world in which we go get him. So those are my thoughts. Yeah, but Nelson, is there a chance they can get into the World Cup, like through the qualifiers or something? That's the part I don't quite remember. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. So yeah, those are the questions. RSV says, "What are your thoughts on Rovella from Lazio?" Let me take a look. If you guys want to come join the show, by the way, the lines are open. The StreamYard link's pinned in the chat. Rovella is 5'10 and a half, 68 kilograms, 24 years old, plays for Lazio. And yeah, his stats look good last 365 days. Let me look at, he hasn't played enough minutes in this area though. 4 games and 200 minutes. Is there something wrong with this guy? Is he injury prone or something? Rovella, let's see. Oh, he's got the inflammation of pubic bone. And he had the same injury in 23-24, where he missed 12 games for Lazio in Italy. But to be fair, last season he didn't have any injuries. So maybe he's a little injury prone. I think that would be my concern with him. But guys, lines are open. Nelson, RSV, any of you guys want to come have a chat? Let's do it. Okay. My lights falling over. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I my studio light keeps falling over. That's what I get for buying a $100 studio light. But how you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys? I'm sure people are sick of seeing me in here.
I mean, if they're sick of you, bro, they're sick of me.
Yeah, but you're like a mainstay.
Yeah, but you know, I'm taking applications.
Listen, I know we can't get him because he's on loan with obligation to moan with Benfica, but the Barrenechea, man, I'm telling you guys, I don't know why they didn't keep him, but he's the truth.
Where's he? Wait, I need to look this guy up. Hold on. Barrenechea. Yep. I'm probably okay. I got the spelling right. Oh, you love a Argentinian that dyes his hair white. Like that's just got to be like a passport photo thing.
It's just he has it, man. He has the it factor. He can pass with both feet from anywhere on the pitch. He gets stuck in. He has a bit of shithousery to him.
Oh, he's 6'1" and wait, he's on loan from Aston Villa?
On loan with obligation to moan to Benfica.
How much is what's the clause?
15 million.
Even if they flip him, like we could go offer like 18 or something and try to go get him.
I think so, because I think he's great. He's putting up better. He destroyed Newcastle and Napoli in the midfield. He didn't allow Napoli to even play football.
Why didn't Aston Villa give him a chance?
I don't know. I think they're stupid. I think they're happy with what they have. And I've watched every single one of his games this season because I support Benfica as well. And he's the guy, the cleanup crew. He allows them to play like football. And that's why Rios is doing so well over there, is because of Enzo Barrenechea.
All right. Samix, how's your video coming along?
It's coming good, man. But I gotta say, like, the more I work on that video and the more I think about it, the more I think we're not getting anyone in January. But like your thumbnail says, Baleba or bust. Like, I think we either get Baleba or we don't get anybody. The more I keep diving in to do this video, the more I'm like, oh my god, we're not getting anyone.
Brother, when's the last time you saw some sunlight? Like, should I send a welfare check?
There's no sun. Believe it or not, I'm in California. We have no sun. We've had no sun for like 3 days.
Okay.
It's been nothing but rain.
So your ring light is the only source of sunshine for you.
Yeah,
Is
pretty
that
much.
what we're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Canada, bro. I'm getting some sun here, so I don't know what your excuse is.
Yeah, we've got no sun for a while now. It's been like
Look at
nothing but
Nelson.
rain and gloom.
He's working on. He's working as an extra on the reboot of The Wire, and he's still got the sun.
we get like what, an hour of sun now? 2
I
hours.
mean, it's like, you know, the white snow helps it feel like it's more light than it is. So I like to think it's 2 hours, but yeah.
I walked down to Niagara Falls and I got absolutely pelted by snow. It was rough.
What? How close are you to Niagara Falls?
Like 30 minutes.
By walk?
No, drive. I have to drive.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you drove there, parked, and then walked around.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And
Can
it
I
was
ask
rough.
why?
Why?
Like, do Canadians do that? Like, do Canadians just go to Niagara Falls to walk around?
He's super close.
Yeah, I'm
Like, I thought that would just be a tourist thing. Like, I didn't think like locals.
Oh, trust me,
like,
bro.
I don't go to Disney
I've
Walk.
had
You know
so
what I
many-
mean? Because
I've
I'm
been
like,
to
whatever.
Niagara Falls more than I've been to things that are close to my house, because it's just the thing to do when someone visits you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take them to Niagara Falls. Like, I had my family here a couple months ago. We all went there. I've in 13 years in Canada, I've probably been there 8 times. So like,
No, it's
you
like
know.
people tell me I'm in Arizona. They're like, "Oh, you go to the Grand Canyon?" It's like,
Yeah.
I've never been once.
No.
I've been more times than everywhere else. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, when people come here, they want to see the Hollywood sign. And I
Yeah.
just
Mm.
drive them there and go, there it is. It's a
Yeah.
sign that says Hollywood. Like,
Yeah,
Whenever I'm in California, I go see Sean.
nice. Anywhere in
Go-
California, you'll just go drive over.
Yeah, last couple
It's a
times.
big
I've been
state, bro.
He just sits outside.
I do some business. I do some business not too far from, well, like an hour from where he lives.
You work in logistics, right?
Yeah.
From what he told me, yeah.
Mm.
Makes sense. California, big GDP over there.
Yeah, there we own some land over there that we're
Okay,
doing some big
at-
projects. Yeah.
At the risk of losing more viewers than we already have, let's talk. What are you saying, Nelson? How are you feeling about this window?
Dude, I have no. I'm so negative because normally we would hear something. That's it.
I bet you Samix is more negative than you are.
yeah.
At the expense of saying no one's coming in. I think we're both in the same page.
Can I tell you
he's-
something?
He called me after my 5 p.m. show.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, have you seen James's video?
But
Dude,
what if it,
James is never negative. James
what if
is
they're
who I
not-
tune into.
but
Guys,
what if
out
they're
of
not
all three
getting?
Devils, I tune into James to get like, because Andy's doing logical thinking, and I love it. But James actually has the word, like, you know, gets the word
Yeah.
from the horse's mouth.
Mm.
So I tune into James to be like, James, put me out of my misery. And then today James was like, I don't know how to say this, but I'm angry. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
But what if
James
they're
is
not
worried.
getting? What if they're trying to get somebody, but the other teams aren't playing? Because maybe there's certain guys that they only want to bring in, and the other teams aren't, complying with what we're putting
So
forward.
can I
So-
just say this about James as well? And I'm sure James will agree with me on this.
Did you
Like,
watch the
he's-
video, by the way? Did you watch his video? Just
No,
asking, just curious.
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
so
'cause
then I'm gonna after you say what you say, I'm gonna parrot some things he said, so that we can have a because some things he said are really nice things we could discuss right now.
Sure, yeah. So here's my read on the James situation. Like, James is honest, right? He will tell the information that he gets from the club. I have no reason to believe he's hiding something from us. So I believe James when he says he's worried. But the information that James gets is not like some source that's been leaking him information for 8 years, right? It's part of a communication strategy from Old Trafford, like from the club itself, where they're like, okay, we have these trusted sources. Whenever we want to get some information out for whatever reason, we're gonna go to these guys and give them the information. So I think their communication strategy from the club has changed to the point where this January, we don't want to get held for ransom for any player, because there's teams now that know we have 65 million for Semenyo. So if we're going in for a 40 million player, that price just went up to 60 because they know we have 65, right? And there's a lot of reporting that's done by Swiss Ramble and this and that saying, oh, because we're a public club, they have this much in cash flow, they have this much in the revolving line of credit. There's too much information out there about United to use against us. So it's also possible that they're just keeping a tight lip on everything, waiting for AFCON to finish, and they go for one of their targets. That's all I'm saying. It's still not ideal. I'm still pissed about it because I'm looking at it and saying, if you're going to get somebody at the end of the window, why not just go get him now and we don't lose all the games in January, right? And even if we get somebody in, that guy's not going to start the first game. He needs time to learn the system. So if you're saying you want somebody to start for Man City, like on the 17th, you need to get him in now. That's how that works, at least if I'm doing my math correctly, right? Like if you want somebody to start, you need like 3-4 games of like training, of sitting on the bench, whatever it is. And so I don't agree with the strategy, but I also think they are on purpose not giving any information to James. That's my 2 cents on it.
So what I'll say is like some things he said is to back to Ed's point and your point with the thumbnail and Ed's point is that what if they have a couple of targets and if they can't get those targets, they're not going to go for anybody else, right? And James was saying on his sorry, I hear something. Do you guys hear that? Never mind. So James
getting breaking news, Sky Sports.
No. I was hearing like an echo out of somebody. Okay. So and Rishi, maybe he muted. That's why. But anyway, so James was saying that he thought that isn't that why we hired a new scouting team? Like, what is Christopher Vavell like hired for? Was he just hired so that he can just over and over again suggest a Red Bull player? You know, like a Red Bull Leipzig player. Is that all he's here for? Because we got the Diamande link. The Sheshko is like is that Sekou Kone? Like, is that all he was here
for? South America links, that type of pathway. I think it's more so the players before they get to Red Bull rather than just the Red Bull.
So basically, though, his point was like he shouldn't just be like this or nothing. It should be like we have this brand new data team, this brand new scouting team. We got to have more than just 3 targets, and if we don't get one of them, we're not going to get anything. There's got to be a more expansive list. There's got to be more things done, or else really we haven't really moved forward enough. That's basically what his point was. He worded it a lot better than me, by the way, guys. So don't like anybody who's interested, go watch his video.
I understand, but what if those 3 players are like the main targets? Like you don't want to try. It's over for going for the Antonys and these guys that are unproven, right? What if the business model is just, hey, these are the only guys we're willing to allow us to get?
Well, then you can't sack managers for not finishing in the top 5.
Nobody said he's getting sacked, though.
No, but like you got to come out and how like Sir Jim did that interview where he goes, "We back Amorim" or whatever it is. He's got to come out and do another one then.
No, you can't do. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Jason Wilcox does. Somebody
I'm not
has
defending
to.
INEOS.
No,
I'm not
but
trying to defend INEOS. I'm just playing the sheep's shepherd, whatever you want to call him.
The devil's advocate.
Whatever.
Shepherd.
It's just the shepherd, brother.
That's a Balkan euphemism. The sheep's shepherd.
That's what he is. Ruben is the sheep and he's the shepherd, is he not? But I think if for me, right, I would have a list of like 6 or 7. I'd have 3 main and then 3 guys that are going to be squad players. I'd at least bring one of the squad players in.
That's what Samix has been saying for
that's what I'm trying to tell.
long.
That's what James is saying. That's what I'm saying.
But we don't know if that's what they're trying to do. This could be smoke and mirrors. Maybe we're not trying to get priced into a player for 20 million more than we're trying to get him. Maybe it's going to be.
I really think you guys are like giving these people a lot more credit than like with the whole smoke and mirrors.
I'm not giving them credit.
I think it's the opposite.
Here's the thing. You can sit here. I was talking to Sean as well earlier, and you can sit here and say that there's no way they're dumb enough to ruin their image, because here's what's going to happen, right? Even the staunchest of Amorim outers, like I was listening to KG on DR Sports, the Best of Enemies show that they do with yeah. It's funny, right? It really is funny, man. Like, those guys are so funny, man. And KG I can respect because he's a self-identified flip flopper, right? And he's full. He said he was backing Amorim, and I was sitting there thinking like this guy didn't even want to see Amorim at Old Trafford like a few months back, and he's backing him because even he's realized like, listen, we're not giving him the players. Bruno's gone. Mount is injury prone. We could see Shaw or Martinez drop like flies very soon. Right. And the load has just increased on all of these players because he doesn't want to play Martinez for 90 minutes. He's forced to play him for 88. Right. So listen, if Amorim was at Chelsea, he probably gets fired for playing those guys too long. Right. And so I'm just saying, like, there's so many problems at this club that I think if they don't get somebody in, it's bad for the INEOS image that they're essentially abandoning another coach. And this is so early, dude. He's only been here for a year. That's the part I can't get my head around.
Andy, you know why I don't agree with you is because Nice has transfer rumors going on right now. There was Ramos. They want Ramos. They want
Sergio.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't say they want priority. Like,
what a player.
Yeah, they want Sergio Ramos. They want Elia Wahi at Frankfurt, I believe.
Okay.
And they want Medina.
Wasn't he in Ligue 1 like a season ago?
Yeah.
Wahi is a very, very good player, by the way.
Yeah, he's actually a decent player.
Very good player.
So the reason why I say this is the fact that Nice is making these, they're even having these conversations. Well, we had the Semenyo thing, and then it just went dark immediately. We haven't heard anything else. We haven't heard about Baleba much. We haven't heard about anyone. We're the ones talking about.
But there's a difference between a release clause player. Sorry, go ahead, Semix.
Sorry, can I also say that there's two types of leaks? Leaks that hurt the club and leaks that help the club. Like leaks that hurt the club are inside locker room leaks, the ones that they actually want to stop, like who's playing, who's mad, who's not mad. But leaks about tying us to players only gets our social media engagement up. That's not a Ed Woodward liked those leaks, and you know what I mean.
No,
like
but the problem is, I mean, they're trying to do stuff with substance, right? And just leaking stuff when we're not going for players, I don't know what benefit that serves other than giving me content to talk about. that's the part I'll agree with. Anyway, there's a super chat here from Devo66 that says, does this mean he'll be sacked in the summer? Sean, you had something to say. Please go ahead.
I forget.
So
I mean, with regards to him being sacked, or was it
whatever you want to go, or you react to the super chat?
No, so I mean, my mind's kind of mush. Go ahead, guys. Because there's so much.
To respect the super chat, though, I'll take that one if nobody else wants to take it. Like,
go for it.
I think that we all hope he's not getting sacked in the summer, but obviously they still have a bottom threshold. Like, I think if he finishes 10th or 11th or 12th, their sack is on the table.
Yeah, and then they'll go out and spend all the money. They'll go out and then they'll spend all the money for the new manager and all. Pause.
Brother, I hate the fact that I brought pause to the stream. Because like now everybody has been saying the most, every innuendo is just like,
I'm sorry, dude. Hold on. Football is full of innuendos. You know, like he came from behind and got him good. Like what?
Oh my god.
But they need to show, if they want this club to be successful, they need to show it in January, in my opinion. If they don't do anything, it's a big slap in the face to all of us, and there's no way we could back the owners.
By the way, no transfer activity in January means that Amorim is gone and the project is done. This is a twofold thing. It's not only Amorim is out in the summer, it's going to be that INEOS' project, or their 2028, will be done. And therefore, within 2 years, they will divest. 100%. I think that's just not even...
I think it's clear if we drop below... Right now, since when the European League spots, if we drop below that and they don't back him, it's guaranteed he's gone.
Which is sad.
The only thing that I could see as a savior is that somehow you get some type of unexpected output during this AFCON time. You have some players come back, and then INEOS luck themselves into a no spend, and Amorim completely outperforms, as he's done in the beginning half of the season.
Yeah.
So,
Can I just step in and kind of bring some sunshine amongst these doom and gloomers?
Sure.
Go for it.
Audible? Yeah, that was a
so
resounding
polite,
vote
so
of confidence for
polite, so
the
polite.
show.
Listen, if you need, what a respectful man this is. He does not say until he's given it.
That was it.
This
That's
is
how
what
he's
happens to Rishi when Mount has not played for a few games. I think he's driving as well. I heard some horns in the background.
I am not driving. I'm actually on the expressway right now. I'm on the way to Pune and they've
Okay,
just
okay.
stopped for a restroom break. So
Okay,
I
okay.
have some network. I thought I'll chime in for a bit. So let me ask you guys a question. Quick question. If we don't get any signings, Bruno comes back from injury, the AFCON gang comes back, and we perform the way we've been performing while everyone was fit and available. What is the best case scenario for a finish with no signings coming in end of the season?
Fourth or fifth?
Fifth, fourth or
Wrong.
fifth? What is
Can
a
I
realistic?
answer that?
What is a realistic scenario?
5th.
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
The other teams we would have beat to be fourth or fifth strengthen in January, like Crystal Palace just did with Brennan Johnson, and we don't finish fourth or fifth because they're not sitting idle. We're sitting. If you're saying we're not buying, that doesn't mean they're not buying. You're doing your math as if no one else is improving, and we're just like.
But it's not.
playing
It's
with-
not. But
Like,
but
here's-
it's not a. It's not a transfer in equals expected points.
Correct.
Because okay.
Can I just say
Isn't that
something?
what we're saying about us though?
So here's the thing. When
If we
we're
get
at full
Carlos
strength,
Baleba in, aren't you
hold on,
expecting
hold
more
on.
points?
hold on.
Yeah,
When-
let's hear from Ed.
When we're at full strength, all we were missing is a little bit of game management to see those games out. We weren't missing huge things. Hold on. Let the coach the team in those games and learn from his mistakes.
Where are the legs coming from? Where's this magical legs going to show up from for after the 60th minute? Where are you guys? I don't understand.
You're gonna get
this.
your magical finishes. We're gonna get our magical passes. We're gonna do everything. Let him coach the team, because I think we have a very strong squad of 11 players.
I agree.
I think we,
But don't you think, Ed, that's the same reasoning that they're giving Amorim to say we're not
you
going to buy in
sound- you
January?
sound- Yeah,
they are, but I don't want it to be that way. We're making it harder. No. But I don't want it to be that way. It is that way though, C-Mix. I don't want it to be that way, but
It's
it
the
is
Meeks,
that way.
dude. Stop with this.
C-Mix is so close to pause.
Listen, I already thought of a new business idea. I'm gonna create a cleaning solution called C-Mix.
Okay.
Oh
dude.
no.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I love C-Mix.
Can I provide?
Semix.
Can I provide
Samix.
some?
It's not even Samix. That's
One sec-
Andy.
I'll
Andy's
pay-
the
I'll
only
pay.
one allowed to call me Samix.
I need to provide some context to
Isn't
what
it
Rishi just
Samix?
asked though.
It's Samix, right?
Samix, yeah.
Is
yeah.
it Samix or Semix?
Samix.
The first one. Okay. Semix.
Semix.
Apologies.
Semix.
Sorry.
Semix.
So
Everyone
I
in
will butcher
chat.
your name.
Semix.
Engaging-
Write it out.
engaging
Semix.
conversation 10 p.m. every day, guys.
Or just
So-
call me Meeks. Like there's a lot of friends just call me Meeks.
Oh.
Big Meeks.
Oh, Big
Meeks.
Meeks. Yeah, Big Meeks. I like Meeks.
Alright.
Meeks. That's
To
sick.
provide context to what Rishi just said, assuming we don't capitulate in the next 3 or 4 games before guys come back, I think we finish around where we are. But if we do capitulate and we end up in like 9th, 10th, I think 8th is all possible.
Can I give my
Nelson,
answer?
beautiful. You've set me up perfectly for my next point. My next point is, if you guys remember the January that Bruno came in, right? There was no activity, no action. We lose 2-0 to bloody Burnley, and then these people say, "Let's just pay whatever the hell Sporting want."
Yeah.
I think it's one of two scenarios. A, we get the AFCON gang back and we win the last couple of games in January. Then the boat breathes a little easy and thinks that, okay, Amorim can get the boat to the shore.
First of all,
Or-
Rishi, hold on 1 second. Just to your point, the last couple of games in January are Man City followed by Arsenal. Now you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine if we pull out something crazy in those two games, like, we get like a draw and a win somewhere. And then these guys are like, okay, we are good to go till the summer, and then we can see. Because even if Amorim's, my whole thing is, if these guys are letting Amorim out, if they're throwing Amorim out, their whole project is under question, right? So like you guys said, they're selling the thing in 2 years and probably getting out of here. I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think these people want to back Amorim, but they are hard and fast. They're stuck on that one thing that they've decided, that we are only going for the targets, no matter how hard how hard it gets or how much it hurts. And they've told Amorim as much. but Amorim is the one having to
Andy,
face the
you son of a
Peters.
gun. You son of a gun. He can't. You caught your brother out there.
Rishi, you're talking to 12-year-olds right now. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
These are TikTok surfers.
I'm sorry,
Oh
dude.
my
The
God.
guy-
Wait, oh my God.
brother, you can't lose your composure like that and then expect me to just be like, yo,
It's hold
come on. dude.
I think right now what they're doing, let's go back to the football talk. I think what they're doing right now is a gamble. They're gambling
Yeah.
on our Champions League spots.
Yes.
And they think it's a 50-50 when in reality it's really a 30-70 at this point. Because
do
Nuno-
we?
what if
Do you know
Nuno
who's
comes
been
back
chosen
and
for
gets injured
Chelsea?
again?
Yeah,
it's
true.
It's a guy that plays the 3-4-3, by the way, that was chosen for Chelsea.
Because it's a nobody, right? Do you know?
Strasbourg guy.
Oh, the Strasbourg. Okay.
Yeah, he's a 3-4-3 merchant as well. And now all these Chelsea fans are making videos how excited they are to see the 3-4-3.
Okay, that gives me hope because I saw reports that Jose was possibly coming back, and I'm like, holy crap.
No, it's the Strasbourg guy.
Okay. I'm a little bit more happy now. But okay, I still think we're gonna let's be honest. By the time our AFCON people come back, they're gonna be tired. They'll need time to rest. That Man City game might still be a rough game. Like genuinely, unless we're
Also,
rushing them through.
Who here thinks the Abu Dhabi Donnies called Maresca and told him like, "Yo, you want this job? You quit before Chelsea plays us."
He could have just thrown
Oh.
the game though.
What do you mean? That's
If
worse.
I made that phone call, I'd just be like, if you want this job,
No,
throw the
that's
game.
worse, dude. That's worse. Like you don't want that on your resume. Like you leave.
Or if
and
he's
just
already
leave
got
the
his next
club in
job.
chaos.
I don't think he would do that. I don't
So
think
you-
anybody.
you're-
He's a
you're-
professional.
You're pretty convinced
Yeah.
Pep's leaving.
I think he is. I think it's pretty clear he is.
That's interesting because I think
Yeah.
that changes things in the Premier League next season.
100%. But I think Pep was like getting tired. I actually think he was going to leave last season. He looked completely overwhelmed when the whole club just kept everything went down.
And the issues with his wife.
Yeah, issues with his
Yeah.
wife, personal
You
life.
know,
Yeah.
so he's probably gonna choose family over football going forward. I think.
Of course, yeah, you have to.
Like I said, I think Chelsea are gonna go on a downward spiral. They might get one game for bounce back from a new manager, right?
Mhm.
But I think we're in a good position, but not in a guaranteed position. If we bring in a couple players in January, it's gonna guarantee our position, 100%.
But if they have a really good bounce back, like Chelsea that is, and they go like an Aston Villa run of games, oh my god.
They're not lucky enough to go on an Aston Villa run. But they need to sign somebody. I mean, like right
Well-
now they're gambling with Champions League. They're gambling by not putting out names.
So, guys, my response to Rishi's first question, which is, what do you think is realistic in terms of how we finish the season with no signings? For me, I was at 4th or 5th, and this is accounting for a bunch of factors, right? I think our squad was never 4th or 5th best in the league this year because we have some players at the top that are very good, but our defense, we've seen how bad it is and how inexperienced it is. We've seen the midfield legs issues, etc. So I was thinking 4th or 5th with an overperformance from Amorim. Now, if I go to no signings and the injuries and the drop points that we can't get back, I'm thinking more 7th or 8th. And that is still with an overperformance from Amorim. So if we're looking at the worst scenario in a decision matrix with like 2 axes, you could see the worst case scenario being Amorim not, doing as well as he is right now, which is with him dropping the ball in more games. I think he dropped the ball in the Wolves game, right? I think in the Brentford game, he dropped the ball by starting Maguire over Euro, right? There are some games he's made mistakes in. So if he has more games like Wolves, for whatever reason, he's just got a head loss from INEOS not backing him. It could be a bunch of things.
Yeah.
He could finish 10th and then he gets sacked. And then what's going to happen in the performance review for Amorim at the end of the season is not, we let you down, so you could have been 4th, not 10th, because you wouldn't have had the head loss. It's going to be, you had the head loss, so you're going we're going to get rid of you. And if there's one thing I can say with guarantee about Ruben Amorim is that he has the capability of having a head loss. Like, he's an emotional manager. He's come out and had head losses on press conferences before. So,
but also like mental fragility is the thing. Someone had said that in the chat, that if we have a bad, let's assume the Leeds game is a bad game where we lose maybe 1-0, but it's like an Everton kind of 1-0 where we just don't look like we're going to score. If we carry that on to Burnley or to, Arsenal, whatever, by the time the good players come in, it's now a man management issue where it's not that your tactics aren't working. It's getting the best out of the players while the heads are down. And those are all the factors that I'm thinking about right now, which is I just hope he can get out of these games with as many points as he possibly can, so that by the time the Jan guys come back, at least we have something. That's my only hope right now. Otherwise, it's not looking good because either way, he should be backed. He doesn't need to go through all of this. Go get these players. It doesn't make any sense.
If we lose against Leeds, are the people on this panel still guessing 4th or 5th place finish?
Yeah.
No.
It's more the same. We've
always you weren't guessing that anyway. Shant and Ed are really
those two.
Yeah, I think so, because we've shown that we play to our opponents' levels, and beyond that, I think we're at a really, really depleted squad right now. So I think the expectations for the immediate games, I've toned it down just a little bit. But I just think that this whole surmising that INEOS are just not going to be content and they're not going to be active in the market, I think it's a little bit too much doomerson for my liking. I think where they're actually headed is, let's put out all the noise that we don't have money to spend. Let's put all the noise that we've only got X amount, just like we heard in the summer. Whereas we did spend. Can I finish?
Yes, please.
I've been very patient.
Yeah.
So we had 3 targets already in, and we were still going for Baleba. We were told that we only had 150 million to spend. Okay, with Baleba, even beyond it, would have gone to 250 even 300 at that point. We were told January we might just look for a loan with option, loan obligation. We were in for Semenyo. That's 65 million plus 200 in wages probably. So with things of like release clause matter that have like a urgent, bidders are at the table, you're going to see some real news about whether or not we're in for something, because that just gets out from an agent talk. But for things that require a little bit of finesse, a little bit of being coy and cards to the chest, I think we're still going to emote like, oh, that was from the summer budget anyways. We don't have money. We're just going to only go for our long-term targets. Whereas, sure, Cynics.
To be fair, I haven't heard anything about us saying we don't have money to spend, though, Sean. It's more or less like we're not having talks about buying players.
Andy Minton put out the article that don't expect any activity in January. What we saw with the Vidic, Evra, and even Bruno, that was an anomaly. And, we've had a lot of mistakes for getting too hasty. I'm just summarizing the article. I still think because of the situation that we're in and because of the risk that it will have if we do not reinforce like our midfield is the biggest and if we lose Xerxes as center forward, those two things are going to be our most immediate and pressing needs. So
I just wanted to clarify, just so that sorry, Sean, and I'll let you go. Apologies.
No, you're good. No, there's no apology needed.
The reason why I'm saying this is really shocking is, remember when I said Wahi was a rumor? I was actually incorrect. He's already in.
To Nice, you mean?
Yes, to Nice. He was signed yesterday. I didn't
Sean,
look at it yesterday.
I failed to understand like the parallels between Nice.
Market, right? Yeah. They're also playing in a completely different market.
No, it doesn't change the fact that we were in for Semenyo before the window already began. We were already in. The fact that these guys saw someone who they really wanted and they went for them, the fact that we're not hearing about any of our other targets, to me showcases that right now they think we're good. Until the point
where we don't know, Nelson. We literally don't know that. We're making the assumption based on the fact that we've not had any bids accepted or whatnot, there's also a timing aspect to negotiations. Like you want to make sure that, of course, in an ideal world, you get the money out there, you get the player in, they can get the replacement, whatever. But maybe we're waiting to have like some player action. Like let's say pushing an informal request. Go ahead, Andy.
Can I just say one thing that makes me lean towards where Nelson's at? There is at least 1 to 3 players out there that they've looked at as loan signings that, considering the situation we're in, need to be done, right? And I'm talking about loan signings. It doesn't have to be obligation to buy. Can have, like we have to pay a tenner to get out of the obligation like Chelsea did with Sancho. Whatever it is, right? There's got to be a situation out there where we can go get somebody. And in my opinion, that should have just been done on January 1st. That's what I was thinking about when I was talking to Samix, talking about, in the first 3 days we'll hear something. And now I feel like an idiot because I don't think we're going to hear something in the first.
Putting those arbitrary time deadlines, I mean, it's like,
no, that's true. That's true. But I'm just saying,
let's go through those loan options, and then I can give the counterpoint as to why we can just diffuse it. Would Ruben Neves be one of them?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Notoriously, Jorge Mendes is one of the best agents when it comes to shopping around his players. Gets them big moves, big signing bonuses, all of that. Okay, so that could be agent talk. Ederson, that was a target from the previous administration. It's like political talk from the previous regime. Another political talk. But so we don't know if this is just legacy names that are just being fronted out, and a lot of this noise that are coming from ITKs to these mouthpieces and whatnot, and what goes out to these different newspaper publications. You don't know. This is all noise at this moment.
But Sean, I'm not even saying like the names that have already been there, right? They're trying to be tight-lipped about the players they're going out for.
No.
Why couldn't there just be a player that we haven't heard of or know about? This is a model that's releasing it. Because let's be honest, we can have all the data analysis experience in the world. Like Samik said before in the previous stream, we don't have access to certain data sources that they do. Right, they're looking at what's it called, distance run and et cetera, et cetera. They're looking at all of these factors. There is a loan signing that we could have done just as a response to, because I hear the long-term strategy. We're not even going to look at a player unless he wants to come to United and he fits our long-term strategy. I hear you, but sometimes you need to have contingency plans for situations that go wrong. And Bruno would have been part of contingency plan A at the start of the season. Like, guys, we're putting an insane load on a 31-year-old, and we can't expect him to go through a whole season without getting injured, right?
Yeah.
So
I worry that we were looking at these loan signings as something that would have an impact at our club, and we're really underrating the amount of pressure that it takes to play for Manchester United. Can I
go through some super chats? Sorry, Alex Newen said a while ago, recall Amos, please. We'll talk about that in a second. Sure. Debo66 said, I feel Amorim's job depends on fitness of Mount. Interesting, because these 4 or 5 games are going to have a big impact. And Shaylin says, a lot of these deals happen silently at City, and you guys are forgetting where our CEO is from.
No, they're not quiet at City. We know about them way beforehand. City are just a tiny club.
It's not as bad as United, though. It's not as bad as United.
Shirky, we learnt about it in January.
Yeah, Shirky
we learnt about it in January. It was
Did you
way
know about
before.
Nico Gonzalez, though?
We knew about Marmoush. We knew about... I don't remember Nico Gonzalez, to be fair. But I remember Marmoush. I remember Shirky. I remember...
Semenyo now.
Nori. We knew about them.
Okay, but that's more recent, though, Nelson. Here's the thing. Like, we heard about Wout Weghorst like a month before he came here.
True.
Like, even shit players that we sign, we hear about them. Like,
the moment we talk to any club talks to an agent, that agent will immediately talk to the news or talk to like the Twitter sphere, whatever. Yeah. The fact that nothing has come out is clear that we have not reached out to
I think
anyone.
it's the opposite. I think I've seen X. I see so many names being linked now.
Yeah,
a lot of them young.
Fournier,
I see Keith Smith. I see Christos, the Greek kid. I see who else?
James
Buadi.
There's a Roma defender that came out today.
Evan Ndika. There was
Buadi as well.
There's a Vasco da Gama kid that's like 70 million pound release clause. Ryan, I think that was his name. There's
the striker.
Yeah, exactly. So we're getting into silly season. I think we have our blinders on because we all have a preferential choice. We've spoken about these names ad nauseum at this point. It's a Baleba, it's an Anderson, it's a Wharton. Most of these guys, because of how significant they are and how difficult they are to prize, are they January guys? The only one I could argue would be Baleba. And that's just due to his form for Brighton during the year. I think they would just be like, all right, let's get him out. Whereas, I mean, there's going to be a bidding war for Anderson. We know everyone's going to be in for him in the summer. Or if he has a release clause, he's just going to have so many suitors that come in. We're going to have go ahead.
I think the biggest problem is the way that we're posturing that we're not going to get anybody. I think the posturing is what's making everybody kind of go crazy. Because the stance, they didn't officially come out and say it, but they said it through Ruben in that presser.
The what?
So they're posturing.
Their stance.
Their stance. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I think so. It is a like there is a little bit of like thinking towards how Ruben is acting. Before he was showing desperation, saying we need these profiles, whatever. Now I think they're saying, hey, keep tight-lipped. We're going to try to work and get you a midfielder. But, of course, like we said, we don't see the traditional paper talk that we would of, oh, United are in for this guy. They've sent a bid or whatnot. I think we're seeing murmurs of it. But, yeah, Semi, see what you're going to say?
Yeah, all I want to say is to everybody who's watching right now is this is the first time I've been on a 6-person panel where every single person has a microphone and a camera on, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And if you guys are watching this right now, hit the like button, man, and get some likes up for this because I know there's over 100 people watching. And somebody
quick because Ed's camera has a timer on it. So.
Every 3 minutes.
Well, I'd rather have my camera off while I'm doing what I do instead of doing it on camera.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Shunt and IUN, I've got a question. Why? How come? This is Ryan's guy, by the way, not me. I'm just saying. How come we haven't even heard anything about like Conor Gallagher? Because I actually genuinely believe he could do a job for the next month.
I think it's because it's an obligation, though.
Cleaning, yeah, he could clean.
We have to buy him and just send him back after a month.
So
let me play devil's advocate for a minute. So the failures of our previous managers, to me personally, is that none of them ever actually get their first choices. None of them ever get their first choices. So I personally don't like Ruben Amorim, so this is not his defense. But if the INEOS truly believe this is their guy, they'd rather wait and get him his first choices instead of just giving him a Band-Aid, because that's what Conor Gallagher would be, a Band-Aid right now. So yes, they would like to finish in a European place. I would like to finish in a European place. But they'd rather not finish in a European place and get their first choice in terms of like Baleba next season. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's playing devil's advocate, like, because if this is truly their guy, that's the case. But if they're gonna not support him this January transfer window and then sack him, as much as I don't like the guy, that's too harsh on him.
I think you're playing 5D chess. And that's 5D chess. You can't say you're going for top tier talents and not be aiming for the Champions League, because both those things don't align. So at least for me,
I don't think they were aiming for Champions League place. They never say that. They were aiming for European place.
Okay, European places.
It can mean anything. It can mean Europa League. It can mean like a Conference League. But my point is that they rather wait and give Ruben Amorim his actual first choice target, because we have never done that. We always give the manager the second option, the third option. How about we just for once give the guy?
But it's not for a lack of trying. It's
Eric Ten Hag,
though. Yeah,
we bought a fidget spinner for 80 million.
No, that was not his first option. If you actually go back, his first option was Gatpo.
He brought in Tyler Malacia.
Yeah, Malacia was a backup to Luke Shaw.
That was over.
Well, hold on, AUN. Here's the thing, right? I hear what you're saying, but his first choice was Gyökeres, and they went for Šeško. He wanted Emi Martinez, and they went for Lomans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so, but that's in terms of like, in terms of that. That's why I say I was playing devil's advocate. But I'm saying like in the midfield, people forget that he need a Pacific midfielder. Ruben Amorim need a Pacific midfielder. It's never just anybody. He need a Pacific one. And that's why we still hearing some rumors about Baleba, because Baleba is the one who actually fit that criteria of what he want. And the other one would be Elliot Anderson, because he can do a little bit of both. And I don't know if there's a player out there that can do that can make the quick impact that you guys would need right now.
I feel like we're all masochists here
What do you mean,
because
you guys? What do you mean by that?
no, but I feel like we're masochists here because we always talk about Anderson, Baleba, Wharton. Can we just like set the record straight? Anderson and Wharton are not going to move in this window, and if they are going to move, there's one prerequisite to get there: Champions League.
Yeah.
So, in order to get the first targets, I think INEOS will move heaven and earth to get to the prerequisite to get there. So that's why, I see a lot of the Portuguese contingency, the sporting fans, they're saying, oh, they're not going to give Ruben a player for only 6 months if he has to learn the system and go back. Give me a freaking break. If the player can come in and perform a job and we have the option to make it permanent and we know that they're going to add quality to the squad, they will do it. So
may I also just say, Sean, to your point, last year, Ahmad had never played right wing back a single game. And in 6 months, he was one of our best players. 8 goals, 8 assists last year. So I don't want to hear this. And even, listen, Ahmad is nowhere near. Nothing about his profile screams right wing back.
Nothing.
Right? Because he doesn't have the pace to run in behind.
He's small.
There's something small missing about him in every department that you look at. Right? So that's an issue that he's been able to solve. So we're not giving enough credit for Ruben Amorim, the problem solver, either, when you're saying, you know, getting a better player or a better backup than what we have right now will be good for him, right? It's not like it's either square peg and square hole or nothing. I think he can work with some other shapes. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, as a professional footballer, whenever you join a team, you're always going to try to do your best no matter what position the manager puts you in. And I think you develop in that position and get better. You know what I mean? So I think getting a specific guy, there's only one specific guy. Well, two in all out, because I'm not sold on Wharton. I think Wharton hasn't proved anything to me. And he's so left-footed.
Yeah.
He's so left-footed, it's not even funny.
Does Sean agree or disagree? I'm not sure.
I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagrily disagree.
I don't think, I'm not sold on him, and I don't like his attitude towards everything. Right? Because
what has he done now?
What attitude? Hold on.
He's a bad professional. I hate his haircut. He played. I don't even like the kits that he wears.
He cursed his mother out once.
Listen, the guy is not sold on the United project. We need to sell him all the. I don't want to hear that. And Elliot Anderson is a shoo-in to do well at our club, but he's a shoo-in to do well in a lot of clubs. If we go in a bidding war and we don't have Champions League, we're not getting him. City is getting him, 100%.
Do you know why?
I'm not even exactly like opposed to what you're saying, but when did Elliot Anderson decide he was into the United project?
No, he's not saying. No, he's saying that Anderson would slot in 100%.
Yeah,
and
but
there's some
for any team.
Can I give my 2 cents on what my issue with the 3 midfielders were in for? They're all in the stratosphere of like 70 million and up, and with Elliot Anderson probably 100 million and up. I haven't seen a single one of them like score a good goal from outside the box. Yeah. That's my problem, because the other midfielders that were linked like that, I didn't think Caicedo had a shot in him, but he's shown me some goals.
Oh no, he's got
shown me
some
crazy goals from outside the box. And then Declan Rice, obviously scoring those 2 free kicks against Real Madrid, right? So these guys have some technicality that I've seen. Whereas now, I just feel like
I don't want them to score those goals. I want control. I actually want control.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, the prices that we're looking at.
Yeah,
you need somebody to at least be able to shoot the ball and occasionally score a goal. Like Rodri gives you control.
Maybe Andy, maybe that's just the price of inflation now. Maybe to get just a controller, you have to just to walk in the door, 80 to 100. To get that all around, you need a 120, 130, 140.
Here's the thing.
Would you say?
Hold on. You have like a couple guys in the world that could consistently hit the target from outside the box from 25 yards out, and that's Federico Valverde and Dominic Szoboszlai. Everybody else is have a whack at it. Even Casemiro has a whack at it.
No. Caicedo's have a whack at it as well, but I've seen their shooting. It's actually woeful.
But
like I've seen the shooting from
you know who has the best shot out of the 3? Baleba, actually.
Can I ask a question? Nico Gonzalez. Everyone here. Do you think Nico Gonzalez has been good this year?
Yes.
For a Man City guy, right?
Yeah, for Man City, yeah.
Yes.
The guy barely takes shots. He barely takes shots. He's got a goal, to be
No,
fair.
but the City.
It's a
the
different
City
setup,
team-
man. You know.
Yeah, no. My point isn't Nelson. I'm not looking at the Nico Gonzalez bracket though. You give me a 20 million midfielder, I'll be happy he shows up to training, right? Like I'm saying, for 100+ million, we're going for midfielders at this price. So this is my problem, right? With these 3 midfielders, it feels like we're being forced into a corner to make 3 choices. And I'm saying, go find me a 4th that actually excites me more than them, because I'm so sick of hearing about the same 3 midfielders. And I've said this about Elliot Anderson before. His stats look mega inflated because what's up, Ed?
You scared Andy, bro.
Stiff armed him.
The hand
Talk about stats look mega inflated, but if you watch the games, he controls the game. What we need.
I hear you, but he
Okay.
looks like the best midfielder
And-
since freaking sliced
And
bread.
One more thing, Carlos Baleba actually wants United.
Yeah,
That's one thing you guys
That's
aren't
that is
talking
that
about.
is
He
that
wants
is why
to
I
come
think he's
here.
the only one in January that could happen, because no matter where we are on the table, he's convinced of the project. So
Yeah.
we need to it's a mix. In order to get us out of this rut that we're in, you need the Cunha, you need the Mbumo, you need the Balebas. Regardless of whatever form dip or whatever, those are players of a certain quality and echelon that will raise the floor. But to be in contention with those other players, I want United to be in contention with when you have a Hazard in the summer window. You got to go for that, even if he's not. Oh, I'm not fully sold on United. Yeah, for now we need players who are just sold on United, because then you're going to get a better player than what our level is right now.
I have a good analogy.
Okay.
So when you're dating a girl and you're poor and she stays with you no matter what, and then when you get rich, you dump her and then get somebody way hotter. Baleba is the
like
girl
an incredibly
that's gonna come with
personal
you.
analogy, bro.
But I'm just saying that's what it is. Carlos Baleba wants to come now, Champions League or not. He wants to come.
Yeah.
Get him in, and he'll help you get there. Then you can dump him if he does shitty, and then bring in Anderson.
Can I just clarify for my wife? I don't agree with anything Ed just said. I just
Yeah,
want to
same, bro.
clarify right
Don't date Ed is the moral of the story.
That's what I
Unless
always
he's
say.
already rich.
now.
Unless he's already rich, then he's choosing you, after he got rich.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
And those are the marriages that last.
Yeah.
Right?
They last as long as there's money hitting the account.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, guys, kids, if you're watching, this is for you.
Don't do what I do.
And if you don't get access to a revolving credit facility,
Anderson's long ball is kind of crap. Only thing about his game I don't love.
So,
Agreed. I
are we-
agree with him.
Are we all saying that we want Cameroon to lose this Sunday?
no, I want them to do as well as possible so they're in better form.
But you're okay
Regardless.
if they lose.
No.
No.
Well, hold on.
I think-
Mbumo can
Listen.
score 2 and Cameroon can lose.
I'm gonna say this. I've enjoyed AFCON
Yes.
more than I
It's
enjoyed
actually
the
not
Euros.
bad. It's
Amazing.
actually
I've
not
enjoyed
bad.
this AFCON more than I enjoyed the last Euros. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
last
you're-
Europe
Doesn't
ended up being on
AFCON
fire,
just
though.
strike you like a championship tournament kind of, in the sense that the intensity is crazy, the tackles are
quality.
flying.
The quality.
Quality,
The
quality
biggest
is
difference
high.
is the quality across all these different teams.
Look.
If you told me that Senegal would have this much quality in their team half a decade ago, I'd be like, all right, dude, what?
No,
quality,
the
that's it.
AFCON now,
at the top,
compared
there's
to
some teams
AFCON,
that are
Yeah.
really good. Right,
Even
but-
not at the top. Most of the games are competitive. There's not
Yeah,
very many blowouts.
Parity
The
is
championship is
crazy.
I
competitive,
think
dude.
they've come
Championship is
a long
competitive.
way,
That wasn't
right?
me taking a dig
Yeah,
at AFCON, right?
No,
Because
no.
it's just so physical, and it's all or nothing, all the way, right? And a lot of these African players now, I'm gonna say this. I think the next decade is gonna be the African decade.
Yeah,
I think so,
the
too.
best players in the world are gonna be African players.
You know
what I was
why?
trying to say is I
Because
think they've
now
come a
there's
long way with
money.
academies in all their countries and stuff like
Yep.
that. They've built some really solid foundations for the kids.
Yeah, especially Morocco. What Morocco did was
Yeah.
that should be the blueprint for all African nations.
And then scouting networks
Yes.
have been prioritizing Africa as well. So Moroccan players are playing in the best
Mali.
European academies. The Ivory Coast. I mean, Yan Diomande. That's a player that's I think Diomande.
He was in Miami. Do you know that? He was in the
Really?
US.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. So, but I think watch the space on Diomande. I think that whole like posturing for that high.
By the way, Ed's camera timer just went off.
Hopefully, everyone hit the like button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's over
Yeah.
now.
Exactly.
But I think guys, there's something to be interested in Diomande though. I know it's Bundesliga. I know there's a lot of the price seems too high right now, but there is a connection with him and Ahmad, like a real good, like something that could kind of be like the Mbumo and Baleba connection. And it seems like that's like the
That's
left
why
wing
we
back.
sacked all our scouts because we're just
Yeah.
sending our players to do
Player agents. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can save money.
By the way,
never wanna
Nelson,
buy
did you
attackers
know?
from
Did you
Bundesliga
know
ever
that?
again.
1 second, A1. Did you know that Rafael was born in Kenya?
Yeah, he said Mombasa. I heard the yeah.
Somebody crop.
Saudi Club. Sean, the great one.
No. Thank you.
Nobody's ever said that to him before. You see how he's blushing?
Ayun,
Ayun, what were you saying, man? What were you saying, Ayun?
No,
Yeah,
I would
sorry.
say, I personally, I'm done with the Bundesliga attackers. Like, not even because like Vex and
You're
all that.
right.
I'm talking
Holland
about Manchester
sucks.
United. We bought Kagawa when he was the best Bundesliga player. Bus. We bought Mkhitaryan.
At
when
no
he was the
time
best.
was he ever the best Bundesliga
Oh.
player.
Wait,
He was
bought him?
playing
Kagawa?
Lewandowski, brother. Like what are we doing?
Wait. Ayun
That's
hasn't
true.
even said the thing that's going to trigger you the most
Yeah.
yet. He's going to
Yeah.
get to
Go to the next
Mkhitaryan
guy.
soon.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan was the bus for us. So
I know,
Here we go,
I-
Sean.
no, not
Sean,
just us.
Bundesliga-
Not just us,
I don't
you
want
went.
Bundesliga.
Also Arsenal. He was a bus
Exactly.
for us and
Sean's
Arsenal.
done.
Oh,
sorry,
and
Sean.
when Chelsea
Apologies.
bought what's the other guy? So, yeah, I don't want Bundesliga like attackers anymore.
And let's be honest, I know Ed just dropped off, but I don't know if you guys have been watching Jan during this AFCON. He doesn't look good. He doesn't
No,
look as scary.
Wait.
Ahmad's a lot
No.
better.
We can't move on from this. I need to hear.
Oh, sorry.
This is the press
Mkhitaryan?
conference.
No, you
time.
don't.
We're gonna let
No,
Sean
you
finish
don't.
talking.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, thank you. How dare you? How dare you?
Where's your hat, bro?
Look at that smile on that cheeky face. You son of a gun. Nah, I mean, no, he was shit for us. I agree. Come on, what do you want me to do, dude? I mean, he was shit for us.
No, but hold on. Like second best Scorpion goal in Premier League history.
Nah, it was better. It was better. I liked
Better
it.
than
What was in the Europa
Giroud
League?
had.
Yeah,
Giroud
Giroud
had-
Giroud really choreographed it, whereas it was more instinctual. So I kind of liked his better.
It was actually pretty good.
All right.
Both are good, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well,
right
he
now,
wasn't worse than Alexis Sanchez, so we'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sanchez didn't even turn up. I don't think he unpacked his bag anyway. So
Yeah.
Sanchez never unpacked his bag. So
He was the
Yeah,
first
Di
freedom
Maria-
fighter, by the way. He was the
Thank
first
you.
freedom fighter. You know, Jadon
Oh,
Sanchez
man.
walking in Alexis Sanchez's boots.
No, Di Maria though. Wasn't Di Maria?
Di Maria
No,
was
Di
the
Maria-
first.
actually really good.
From what I remember from Di Maria, he had his like house burgled while he was at one of the
Oh
games.
yeah, true.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that
And then
was the
the
end. Yeah.
funniest thing, he went to PSG and the same thing happened. So he must be
Yeah.
like leaking his own address or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
anyways, Raphael, how are we feeling?
I'm
How's
quite
cabbage? Where's
somber.
cabbage, bro? Free cabbage.
Oh man, he's run away. Just when I need him most. He's around somewhere.
Our emotional support fan.
I feel like I'm in I don't know, out of time, so extempore or something here, because I'm not catching your tone at the moment when you're talking about players, because when I heard Amorim speaking at the press conference, I felt like this is the end of the road for this guy.
By the way, we just got 5 gifted memberships from Semix, so smash a like for Semix in the comments, guys.
Big
Thank you,
Meeks.
Semix.
Thank you,
This
Samik.
is
Cheers,
I
brother.
wanted
Thank
we
you,
gotta
Samik.
say his name
People hit
right,
the
man.
like button, so I
That's
was
what
like,
he
okay,
does, right?
cool.
He wants us to get his name right, and that's why he's doing this. Okay,
Samik, the great.
Give it to us. Give it to us in your original Armenian pronunciation.
No, Sean just got it. Samix.
Semix. Okay, all right,
Samik.
let's go. Sorry,
But-
Raphael, you were saying.
No, I feel like this manager's gone. When I heard the tone of his voice in that press conference, And I was thinking, this is the end of the road for this guy.
He's right, man. I felt the same way. That's why I'm panicking.
Yeah, I'm in a very somber mood. I'm sorry to say. That's why I thought you guys are sort of,
Well, you
appreciate
joined
the
the
banter.
I feel so sad to hear that for Raphael.
Yeah,
Right?
he's always so positive.
I know.
I know.
Listen,
But
we got
no, but
James,
listen,
who's always in a
there
good
is-
mood.
there is a flip
Raphael,
side.
who's always in a good
There
mood.
is a flip side. Listen to the flip side.
Oh, silver lining.
Okay, I hope. My positivity extends to the fact that I think that in every crisis there's an opportunity. I hope somehow that there'll be more. If Amorim goes, which I think he will, either he walks or I think that it's almost feels like constructive dismissal. If Amorim goes, there'll be more pressure on INEOS, and I hope there'll be pressure from the fans to actually have some difference in thinking going forward. That's the only silver lining hope that I have. Do you see what I'm saying?
Raphael, I appreciate the optimism because I've always liked to say on the channel, I'd rather be positive about something and be proven right than be negative about something and be proven right, because it's much more likely that I'll be right if I'm just negative,
But
right? So I hear what you're saying, but the fans in this social media cycle, to expect them to start thinking differently or feeling differently, because here's the truth, right? 99% of the fan base, they're very much busy with their own lives, going through all the things. This is just a break for them, right? This is just 90 minutes of football that they want to watch. Maybe half an hour before, half an hour later, where they want to get excited about the game and then get off the game and just what's it called? Have their weekend go well or have their weekend go poorly. And I have no problem with that. Listen, we're the lowlifes here. They're doing the things the right way. Like we're stuck with this club just constantly talking
speak for
about
yourself.
it. Yeah,
Speak for yourself.
No, I will. I am.
Into the high life.
I'm speaking about within my family. There's two lowlifes, me and Rishi.
But I think that is a point there. There's a point because I'm not Amorim out, as probably everybody knows. I'm not INEOS out at this moment. I'm fans out. And why I'm saying that I'm fans out is because it's a failure of us, and I have to own that myself.
Yeah.
It's a failure of us as a fan base that we have allowed these Glazers and these INEOS people to run and ruin this club.
Cabbage agrees.
I was going to say, very appropriate.
Cabbage
that was Cabbage chiming in.
Yeah, you hear it. You see?
We heard.
Yeah, and that is it's a sadness I feel at the moment. I feel, and I take responsibility in my own little way. But we have failed. We are out. Yeah. And I use that in a double-edged way. I mean, double-sided way, because we're out. Because actually, I think fans will start to leave. Even those 90-minute fans, whoever you're talking about, they're going to start to leave anyway.
I think, Raphael, I think you're so spot on there, to the point where if it fails with Amorim, I think there should be no reason to back INEOS at all. Like if they fundamentally stop this project when they clearly had indicated all of these things, we shouldn't even listen to a single thing they said.
You saw what we did the game against Liverpool when we had the Super League. That should happen if they sack Amorim, he goes, or that should be that type of uproar and furor that the fans have. You can't just have the fans go in next game because all the Amorim outers are there. This was the man they chose to back. They would fail. They chose to back Ashworth. They failed. They chose to back all these people that are just like a revolving door. They're in and out. There's no precedent being set. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is like the last stand. If this guy doesn't work out, then how can I trust you to do anything?
I think so. Isn't that coming back to the video we did yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever Maresca got sacked, and we talked about this. Oh, it was yesterday. Okay. Maresca walked and didn't look like a complete idiot.
Yeah.
I think Amorim is in a similar position.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say with yesterday's video. And I think we've come full circle back to that point which is I think with the even the staunchest Amorim outers, like I said with KG, I haven't been watching United View, but I'm sure Flex is also cooled on his Amorim out take, and most of the staunchest guys are also looking at it being like, you know what, to be fair, considering how many injuries we've had, considering that Maguire and De Ligt have basically not been on the team sheet for so long. Has Maguire played since Liverpool?
No, I don't think so.
And De Ligt hasn't played since
That's the reason
Tottenham.
why he also quiet down anyway. I think the reason why he quiet down is like Sir Jim came out and gave that interview.
No. There were people there even after the Brentford one though. People were out. Like even after we started winning the games, people were saying we're only winning because we're playing Sunday League hoofball football.
Just look at Stretford Paddock. You have all those guys with a cat's ass face every time we win in a way that's not how they perceive it to be a win. Like honestly, it's the most.
A second for me to download, but
no, it was. Sorry, it's an Armenian and Persian term, whatever. No matter what, you're gonna have people that are like, I'm Amorim out anyways because I just don't have belief in something, and it's like. We had games where we completely dominate the game state. We look exciting. And then you have people like McCullough, people like Ronaldo Brown, just like so sunken on and waiting for a loss to chew him out. He says, doesn't play the youth, should have played Kobe Mainoo, should have done this. No matter what he does, they're always going to pinpoint him. So it's like the only way to rectify that is winning. And if INEOS can't understand that you need to put the team, the pitch, the manager in the best position to win. And I think it's a very easy fix. You just get players in where we're weak.
Yeah, because what would be the point of us finishing 15th?
What is
only giving him 200 million and expecting him to work magic?
Improve by 10. Improve by 10 spots.
Maybe 11. They think top 4, so they're thinking 11 spots.
That's why I'm even amazed that some people on. Look, no disrespect, and maybe you guys are right, and maybe I'm wrong, but I am amazed at the thought that some people can think that not buying in January we can still finish in the top 4.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No,
not even a chance. If we don't get anybody in January, even top 6.
The only reason I say that is because our underlying is that we created great chances, and then if Bruno comes back. We could still create great chances. And you can see how Aston Villa is.
Yeah,
they overperform.
Case for why Sean could be right. Like it's not a zero, it's a non-zero possibility that we finish in the top 4. I don't know what that percentage is, but I'll give you the case for why that is possible, right? We have gotten to where we are right now with Šeško underperforming, with Cunha underperforming, with Mbumo slightly underperforming his underlying numbers, as good as he's been. His XG is 6.5. He's scored 6 goals. Right, compared to where they were last year, which is the performances on which we purchased these guys on, they're significantly underperforming. Right, Ahmad is underperforming his XG significantly, and you watch him in AFCON, he's Ivory Coast's best player. Yeah, he's won 2 man of the matches, even against Cameroon. He was man of the match. So
it's fine.
There's a case to be made that our players coming back and improving their performances, the best players, is going to help us out a lot. And listen, Bruno with one leg can create chances for anyone.
True,
right? It's just about them being there. But that is not something I would bet my house on. That's the only thing I'd say.
My rebuttal.
The thing is that we're setting a. Amorim's been set an impossible target with the players that he's got. Whether we can talk about his good points, bad points, whatever. He's been set an impossible target. So for me, it's effectively, consciously or unconsciously, and particularly at this moment, it's constructive dismissal. Yeah, he's being forced out.
Yeah,
and in a way, it might, if it's consciously, they're thinking, okay, we've got to move on from this guy. This is the only way we're going to do it, and it saves us some money. Maybe even he walks rather than we have to pay him off.
So, Mix, you were saying.
So what I was saying is if Raphael's right, then there's nothing to be said because that if they want him out, they'll find a way to get him out. But my point is if they don't want him out and to rebut a little bit of what Andy was saying in my eyes, and to be fair to Andy, he said he wouldn't bet his money on it. So I'm sure that he knows that it's still less likely, right? Or unlikely. It could happen. But my point is we've had all these people that we all just said are underperforming their XG, and we don't have the roster to put them on the bench when they're underperforming. We don't have the roster
Yes.
to say
Yeah,
Cashco's
yeah.
underperforming.
Absolutely.
Next guy go in and go bang in a
Yeah.
goal.
So wouldn't that be
Ahmad's
more, Simix, wouldn't that be more credence to the idea that maybe they're just being coy and keeping their cards close to their chest, and they're going to get somebody in?
I hope, yeah. Then I'm with you. I'm with you at that
Sean's
point.
giving me
I'm
hope
not.
here.
I can't be with you when you say even if they don't get anybody in, we'll finish top 5. That's
I'm
the
not
thing
saying I'm not saying with a certainty. I'm just saying from what we've seen, there's that capability, and the extenuating factors are Aston Villa extreme overperformance. Chelsea is going to go through a little bit of turmoil with Rossignol. That honeymoon period, I will put everything on that will last for 10 minutes. That guy is not a manager. I'm
Sean, so
sorry.
the only
Oh,
issue
they're gonna
is
have a no manager
Sean,
bounce, and
Yeah.
then
I don't
Sean,
know. I don't know
manager
him to be fair, so it's
Sean,
going to be
I-
interesting for me to find out what he's about.
I'm getting
Sean, I would have
attacked from-
agreed
Is that-
with you.
is that like
I would
true
have,
that
I would have
the guy
agreed
didn't
with
get
you if he had been. If we hadn't seen that press conference, I would have agreed with you. The body language of the manager in that press conference wasn't like we're playing this cute.
I think considering the circumstances of when that press conference was made, it was post Wolves, very disappointing result. Has to show a resoluteness and muted tone to kind of show authority that don't get too high after the Newcastle game, don't get too low after the Wolves game. Every game is its own battle. We go towards the next game, and the whole media narrative can change within.
Was
one
it
game.
right after the game? Was
I
it?
think that was right after
post-match?
embargoed to yes.
Embargoed, so it was
That's
post
what I
match. It
believe.
was
That's what I believe. Yes.
that does explain some of the body language.
I'm talking about that one. If you're talking about the one in
I'm talking about
preview,
Leeds.
the
What about
Leeds preview.
one?
So was
Yeah,
that not
Leeds.
okay? I still think
Leeds
that's an
was heavy.
extension. I still think that's an extension
Leeds was-
of, and I do believe Amorim, for all of his talents and all of how honest he is, he's also an extremely socially intelligent person. So if he's out there saying, "Don't worry, guys, we got some plans coming in. Everything will be okay," that kind of it's a weird message to broadcast when you just shit the bed against the Wolves. So I think that's my only like.
Can I
No,
give you guys
but-
my long and short of the 2 games that I think are going to determine whether we make it into the top 4 or not? 2 games, okay? It's Man City and Arsenal.
Yeah.
If we go through those 2 games and get 4 points, I have faith that we can get top 4, and I'll tell you why. In the first 19 games, we got 0 points from those 2 games. We lost to Arsenal and we lost to City. If we can now go get those, 4 points or whatever, like a win and a draw from those 2 games, big ask. I know, big ask. But if we can manage to do it, and I think we'll have our AFCON players back at least for the Arsenal game. If we can get 4 points, maybe a win against City, draw against, because I think the City game is at Old Trafford, Arsenal game's at Emirates, right? Arsenal, I have very little faith in. City, if the Sunderland City turns up against us, we have a chance. It's very unlikely, but I'm just saying, right? If we get 4 points from those games, I have faith because we're looking at the back 19 games. The first 19, we had 2 games against Wolves. Back 19, we have 2 games against Leeds. Do I think we're going to get 4 points against Leeds? Maybe. Right? It's possible. I know it feels all doom and gloom. If we get a draw against them at Elland Road and then we win at Old Trafford, that's possible, right? We'll have all our players back for the Old Trafford one. Then we're looking at the other team. So that's 4 games out of the way out of the 19. Out of the 15 games, we need to get what? We've got 8 points already. We need to get, I think if my math is right, we needed to get 36 points from the back 19 games to get to 66, which is probably good enough to get top 4. Right? And we have 30 from the first 19. So if I take 8 points out of that, we're at 32, which means we need 28 points from 15 games. That's almost 2 points per game. And do I think that's possible? I think it's possible. Like if we go into the last games, plus given how competitive the league is this year, even 60 points could get you top 4, right? Or top 5, right? With how competitive it is. So I don't know. I'm just saying maybe it sounds too straw man of an argument, but I think if we get those 4 points, our case is much stronger to go get top 4.
I am good.
I think even if we do that against City and Arsenal, I still don't think that's where we get top 4. Because let's look at it. We draw a point against Wolves, the bottom of the league. We draw a point against West Ham. They're like in relegation form. We draw a point against Everton, Forest, who are also in the bottom of the league. Those are the those are where like we're gonna lose the race for the top 4. It's not the team that
No, but
we always
Iwan,
play
like
up against the
Forest-
competition.
Liverpool lost to Forest 3-0. Arsenal needed 2 own goals to beat Wolves.
I just named 3 teams that are kind of fighting relegation that we lost point to. It's not the top
Iwan.
teams that
But
are
the top teams,
problem.
the top teams have dropped
Top
points
teams
as
are
well.
struggling against them as well, though.
I think my bigger worry, Ayun and Andy, that we haven't even talked about yet, is that really soon we're going to start our next competition. We're going to be playing 2 with the FA Cup coming around, and we don't even have the roster to play in one freaking competition.
But all the other teams also have that getting added, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but they have better
really
roster.
lacking. Yeah, we're really lacking in squad depth.
I mean, we're playing kids
I
right
hear you.
now
I
in
hear you.
Premier League games. Like,
we have 3 games in 1 week.
Which
this coming week.
all lends credence to my idea that don't get caught up in the noise. Just think, if these guys have spent however many millions, billions in this club to get this much share, you would hope that they wouldn't cock it up over inactivity in one window. We
Sean,
need reinforcements.
Here's my problem. By the way, you've given me so much hope.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you,
this-
bro. This is why we're all here, by the way.
Even with that Mkhitaryan slander, he's
Yeah,
here
even
for
with
you.
the
Can you
Mkhitaryan
believe that?
slander,
I took that. In AUN, I expect an apology. That was low. That was low. That was low.
you can't attack his the one decent Armenian.
Yo.
You make fun of
apology.
the Air One hat. You make fun of everything else, but you can't go after
You can't
Mkhitaryan.
go after Mkhitaryan. Okay, but the reason why I actually do hold, like, yes, right now I feel a certain way, but we were in for Semenyo. Like, it's clear that we are.
That was 100% correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in for him. But the only concern I have is what Ayuan is saying is if they're so adamant on only going for
The top
first
targets.
choice picks,
Yeah.
then that's an issue. But if they are considering second choice picks, then I'm a little bit more.
Well, you
happy.
can't just your transfer strategy can't just be first choice picks for the rest of the year.
Constantly.
you got to
Never
build a
works.
It
roster.
can't. It's just you have to build that roster, one. But then 2, it is also coverage for them to say, hey, we are going for the best targets that we can, giving them a little bit of time, giving them a little bit of space. But I would still say the underlying thing is just let's just calm down. It's only January 2nd.
And I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
For the Chelsea game, for the Chelsea team, the guy they just brought in, because I didn't know it was the Strasbourg coach that they got in.
Yeah.
But they have probably the 4th or 5th best squad in Ligue 1, and they're 7th. So he's shit.
Yeah.
So I'm actually happy that they went for him.
Brother,
which means
all you need to
Chelsea
do,
dropped-
watch that clip.
Yeah,
Is that the guy they actually got?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
Ross
Strasbourg
Senior.
Talking
coach.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is like just.
That's
put
what I'm
that
saying.
on the track
He's nailed
there.
on it. I don't think it's here we go confirmed yet, but everyone, Ornstein.
Okay, yeah,
etc.
that part, yeah.
Yeah.
If
like-
it's not seen, then we're good.
Well, he's a
Yeah, but-
company man, right? They just want
Yeah.
a company man to come in and like do the job quietly, and that's the thing that concerns me about
It cannot
Chelsea. I
be
mean,
that
look, we don't want to
incompetent.
spend. No, but with Chelsea, the thing that concerns me is I would be so done as a fan of Chelsea right now. I'd be like, obviously you can't change teams. Like we've dealt with enough pain. If we could have changed teams, we would have changed teams by now as fans. But I think it's time to watch another sport, bro. Honestly, like they've taken all the fun. They've taken all the fun out of it because I'd be so pissed. I'd be here doing like 10 emergency meetings on the channel if I was a Chelsea fan, like genuinely, because they're just taking the piss. Like this whole transfer strategy of theirs doesn't even line up to anything that makes sense. Like if you were trying to make money by selling players, Liverpool probably have a better strategy over the last 5 years than Chelsea.
100%.
City
Right?
do. Look at City. The way that they
No,
sell.
yeah,
Julian
but-
Alvarez, all their young players, like
City, it's clear that their main goal isn't to make money, though. Liverpool have actually barely put.
But
any
at
of
least
their own
City
money-
masquerade. At least City don't masquerade that they do it for profit reasons. They get the players at a good rate. They are still competing. They get the best players that they can. Chelsea were in a half period when they were going for Cole. I don't even think they envisioned Cole Palmer being that good in that first season.
No, not at
And
all.
then
They
with-
got lucky.
They
and
got
with
absolutely
Enzo, and with
lucky, yeah.
Enzo, Caicedo, etc. Like,
got lucky
okay,
with
those
those
were
guys
those
as
those signings to me
Caicedo
signaled
already-
they were gonna change and go for the let's compete for the league right now. But then they're just not serious. They're
But
completely not
remember,
serious.
they did try and go for people who are ready to win the league.
That's what I'm saying,
Sterling, Caicedo, all these guys were clear that they were going for the
Yeah.
league. And then someone that went, Koulibaly,
Yeah.
and then they
Yes,
went, this
yes.
is stupid, and they just
Yeah.
they went to
Totally.
Brighton mode.
No,
Yeah.
but like
Totally.
the crazy thing is though, Thiago Silva now is their best center back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was always there.
Thiago
Of
Silva
course.
now.
yeah, no, broken Thiago Silva is still the best center back. One leg version of him.
Listen, if they go under, I'll take Chalobah.
Oh, dude, I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking all of them. I take half of their squad right now. I'm not even joking.
I think
Seriously.
we're actually
Hold
going
on,
to try to
Nelson.
take
You
Carson
said,
Palmer.
our squad is better than theirs.
Yeah, that squad. Yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the people I like. I'll take Caicedo because I think Caicedo eventually will leave. Eventually, I take Andre Santos,
Oh, we're back to the Discord thing.
and that's
You're not going to put Cole Palmer in this list. We need
Yeah, I know.
I
I know.
don't
Let him land. Let him land. I want to hear who else. Who else? Let's see who he omits.
I don't want Cole Palmer. All of you who are Cole Palmer fans are just Brexit fans. He is absolute garbage.
He's
And I'm
like
not
one
joking.
quarter black, bro. What are you
We're
talking
in North
about?
America. Why are we
No, he's
Brexit?
Jamaican. I don't know if he's Jamaican or English Isles or something, but I'm not kidding. The guy isn't that good. People got overwhelmed by how good he was his first season. Amazing. 22 goals, I think 11 assists. Amazing.
How
Look at
can
his
you let
output
that
ever
come out of
since.
your mouth and say he's not that
No.
good?
It was amazing the first season, but then once everyone sussed how he played, his output dropped
No,
significantly.
it's injuries.
He's been
Injuries
This guy
are-
been dealing with groin injury forever.
But that's my point though. If you're
Good job,
constantly-
Iron.
if you're
But
going
you-
to if you're going to assess someone, you also have to account for those things.
it's also
No,
young.
no,
have to
but you
account for
were
them,
saying,
too.
hold on. Hold the phone.
Okay,
You
go
didn't
ahead.
say injuries
I
are
said-
the number one concern
Let me-
with Palmer, and
let
you
me
didn't start with
specify.
that, which
I'd
means
say-
you don't
I'd say
think
output.
he's good enough.
I don't think it's good enough. I don't
Okay.
think it's good enough. That's my point. I don't think it's good enough. You guys, every single person has rose-tinted glasses on the first season.
I
That's
saw him
what
in the Club
everyone's
World
on.
Cup too. Did you see those goals against Real?
Oh, against one
Every
team.
time I watch him
Fantastic.
play, he knows
Against one team, they're a good team.
He beat
Fantastic.
PSG by himself.
Yeah, and PSG. Sorry, yeah.
He
That's,
beat PSG by himself.
Nelson,
Did you see that game?
oh, we got.
I got my
Rafael's
rose-tinted
got all
glasses.
those on.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Oh, I was thinking
No,
Rafael's about to
I
say
got the
something.
rose-tinted glasses on.
There you go.
No, I'm not even joking. Like I guarantee you, Cole Palmer isn't as good as you guys think. He's a really good player.
Bro,
It's the same. It's
here's
the
my
same way.
problem. Nelson, here's
Okay,
my-
1 second, Andy. Let me tell you the guy who I think Cole Palmer's like. Do you remember that season? Phil Foden absolutely balled out when he became the PFA Player of the Year.
Player of the
Yeah,
season.
that season.
2 seasons ago.
And the whole time I kept going, I keep seeing this kid doing, all he does is one specific thing, which is when he scores goals or assists, everyone goes hyped up. Look at his overall stats.
Nelson,
It's not
I
a
need
great
to need to just quote your words now, okay? Because
Go
this
ahead.
is something that is going to be a preview to the next fan debate or stream. Okay,
Because we got to end it, okay? We have
to end it. We have to end this.
Fair enough, go on.
So this man Nelson said with full chest, that
Yeah.
he wanted Jamal Musiala,
Yeah.
Morgan Gibbs-White,
Yep.
Jude Bellingham,
Yeah.
Ryan Cherky,
Yeah.
Charles de Ketelaere,
Yep.
Justin
Xavi
Kluivert,
Simons.
and Xavi Simons over Cole Palmer.
Kluivert, I was
There are
trolling.
three of these are not like the other.
Kluivert, I was trolling. Kluivert, I was trolling, to be fair. But
That's not even the one I'm most pissed about. Xavi
one?
Simons?
You can't
Simons
say
is good.
injuries
Oh my
and then
days.
say Jamal Musiala because I don't know if he's ever going to be the same.
Yeah, that's
Brother,
true.
I'm balding. Like, I'm going to lose all my hair. Dude,
wait,
Xavi Simons. This Xavi Simons.
Xavi Simons is so good.
No,
He
no,
is-
no. You can't
he's-
compare to Cole Palmer, please.
No, Xavi Simons is so good, boys.
No, no,
fit,
no.
full
I
fit.
usually have
you
your
listen-
back,
you
bro, but
listen
this
to
one
one
you're on
season.
something.
But
You
Xavi
used to-
Simons
Now
hasn't
I'm
even
starting
been
to
to
think
one
you're so
season.
anti-Brexit you can't see
wait,
clearly.
You guys, you guys have
Cole
one
Palmer,
season.
fully
You're
fit.
assessing Cole
One
Palmer.
is the best attacking
One.
midfielder in the Premier League.
I
Say that
agree.
again?
I agree. Cole Palmer is the best attacking midfielder
Right,
in the
fully
Premier
fit.
League right now.
Cole Palmer is the best attacking midfielder. in the
Xavi
Premier League.
Simons.
Wait. So you're saying Cole Palmer is better than Bruno?
Yes, that's an attacking
Okay,
midfielder.
I'm not
He
saying
is.
that. I'm not
No,
saying.
so
I'll
I
take
just
it
want
back.
that
I think
clarified.
you're right.
I just want that
Yes,
clarified.
I am.
No, my bad.
I am
That's
saying
my
that.
bad.
So
I'll tell
his
you right
best-
now,
I'm not
Cole
saying that.
Palmer's in the top 3. Xavi Simons
Yeah,
is not.
top 3. Yes,
Cole
yes, top
Palmer
3.
has 33 goals and assists combined as his best season. And I'm pretty sure Bruno's done what, 30? 38?
No,
Brother-
listen, let's ignore AUN on that one. AUN,
Okay, let's
hold on.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
talk about
no.
Xavi
No, you,
Simons.
no. Okay, no. I want to say, let's save this for another day because
Okay,
I want
okay,
to
yeah.
completely destroy and annihilate this
I wanna
scandalous
hear
opinion
This is-
that
this is
deserves
tomorrow.
its
Nelson,
own.
you gotta
Let's
share
go.
your Google Calendar right now
Oh,
because
yeah,
I will
so-
meet you where you are. You don't have to come to me. I'll come meet you where you are. Let's have this fan debate.
I'm available
Also-
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 2
Let's
p.m.
go.
Yeah, I'm
2
available
p.m.?
tomorrow. Yeah.
Sean, are you available 2 p.m.?
Andy, you think you got this, man? Because I think you got better points than I do. I can give you the
it's not
stats.
so fun if it's just me.
I'll give
like,
you all the
All
stats.
right, fuck it, I'll do it. Yeah, why not?
that's
We'll
the
do it.
enthusiasm I was looking for.
See, that's the sarcasm he did on me that one time.
No, that was actually a delectable treat of a
Yours was
stream.
worse.
Come on.
Yours was worse.
No.
Anyways, guys, we'll stop it here. Great, great having these debates, and I've gone half an hour over what I was supposed to do. We had a great call. You guys are showing great support. Shout out to AUN, Samix, Nelson, Sean, Raphael. Now we have to say his name properly because he's gifted memberships.
I know.
You know, why'd you have to do that?
I
It
paid
sucks.
for respect. Is that sad or what?
Samix.
Yeah, you just got to give us, some. Yeah, let's call him Big Meeks. There we are, Small Meeks.
Why is he got to
Bro, why is he got to be so?
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey,
Sorry, Micah Richards is Big Meeks.
Yeah,
I
Micah
meant
Richards
no
might be-
disrespect.
True.
I
Oh,
meant no
look at
disrespect.
cabbage.
Maybe he can be the good Meeks, or I
just
don't know.
Meeks? How about just Meeks?
Oh yeah, Meeks works. Meeks works. So if you guys can't say his name right, it's Meeks. Okay. Thank
Oh
you
my
guys all,
gosh.
man, and shout out to Cabbage as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m.
But-
Footy fan debate, Nelson versus Shant. Okay, this
Oh,
is back
jeez.
again. This time he's gonna have.
Can we do like the format where people throw up like yellow cards or whatever and get me out because I don't because with that I guarantee I might get canceled. We might get the stream taken down. Like, dude, this is
No,
Cole
hold on.
Palmer, Xavi Simmons. Is that the debate?
that's
the
it.
Oh,
debate.
no, it's not a
Yeah.
no,
Semix,
no,
can you
no,
take
that's
this,
not a debate.
please?
That's not a debate.
I'm telling you.
No,
Well,
no,
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 that's
no,
what.
no,
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 that
no,
is the
hold on,
debate.
hold on.
Even
Find
being
out.
in that debate.
Nelson,
Hold
brother,
on,
I'm
that's
sure
not a
Nelson
debate.
has it in him to have a flat earther debate.
You have
if he
no
wants.
clue. You have no
David
clue how
and
delusional
Paul
I can
Palmer-
get. I'm
Hey,
going
it's not
straight
a-
delulu.
But
You
you
have
just
no
admitted
clue.
That is delusional. Then
No, I am
Take it
delusional
no,
with
no,
Xavi
No,
Simmons.
no, AUN, don't. Why are you trying to talk him off the cliff, bro? You
You'll
trying
see.
to take away my content?
You'll
What the
see.
hell?
I'm about to hit Sean with the most statistical bias he's ever seen in his life. He has
All right,
no
brother.
clue what's coming.
No, that's
All right, brother. Listen, you don't got to pay for any of these subscription channels. You can just take an Excel spreadsheet and you can watch the game on there because your eye test, brother, you got to be blind.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
not
Stop
sure.
it,
I'll
stop it,
show
guys. Semix, hit your thing. Hit your thing. Yeah, there we go. It's done. It's done. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Later, guys.
Bye.